Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys are tuning from. This is Vessels of Strength, Voices of Motivation. And we are so excited because we're going to be talking about Mental Health Awareness Month, which is this month in May. And we have a really awesome group today. And you heard some of them today. They've already did their motivation speeches, or their motivational speeches, I should say, for last month. Check us out on Vessels of Strength, and you will definitely be able to see more voices of motivation. But today we're doing something live. Those messages were actually only audio. So now we have some live videos for you guys to stay encouraged, not only in the month of May, but throughout the whole year and throughout your lives. You know, we want to give you guys some tools that has helped us and that is continuing to help us. And we want to be real with y'all. I got this authentic shirt on for a reason. We want to be authentic with y'all and real, okay? And when I say that, I'm talking about sometimes we're down, but we get back up through certain tools that we're going to give to you guys today. So the question that we're going to discuss today is what keeps you going or motivated to not give up on your dreams and maintain the blessings that come your way. And so I'm going to open that up again. What keeps you going, keeps you motivated, and not giving up on your dreams and maintaining your blessing. So let's open the floor up. So whoever wants to go first, we have Phorode Brown B.S. and we got Ernest Griffin B.A. And so we so excited. And again, this is Amber Hearn, DMFT, if you guys didn't know me already. So we're going to open the floor up and you guys will see them based on when they talk. So if they're not talking, you may not see them, but when they talk and come forward, you'll be able to see them. So whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I'll go first, Ernest, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, that's good, man. Let's ride.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. So I'm Speaker Phorode Brown by way of South Carolina. I have a bachelor's degree, in education, child and family development. And we're talking about mental health. So Amber, you said the question was, what keeps us going? What keeps us going? The biggest thing that keeps me going, I think, is understanding that I have some type of control over it. Mental health, it's not an easy thing. It's something that you work on consistently. It's an everyday thing. You know, there are practices, there are things that that you do on a regular basis to build a strong mental health. But it's also understanding that in some way I have some type of control over it. So that part allows you to be like, okay, cool. Maybe I can change. I may not be able to change this situation right away, but I can change my thought process behind it. We can't always fix a situation right away, but 9 times out of 10, we can change our thought process or the way that we feel about something right away. It's hard for a lot of people. Everybody doesn't do the same. So I want to say, like, it's just that easy. But once you get to start working on your mental health and you practice things like that, then you do understand it does become a lot easier to make decisions, and to think about things in a different light, so that when it does begin to change, boom, I'm already there mentally. I knew it was coming. I know how to prepare for it. And every situation is different. There's no, I would say there's no right or wrong way to deal with it mentally. You have to talk about it. You have to have those vulnerable moments, because that's going to allow you to grow. But it's just understanding that I have some type of control over that situation in terms of how I feel about it or how I allow it to make me feel. I try to use my friends who I know. Everybody's talking about check on your strong friends. In a lot of situations, I'm that strong friend, but I'm a strong friend who has strong friends. I make sure that I can call. I have people that I can call and reach out to if something is going on with me, just like I'm somebody who people can call if something is going on with them. So I think that no matter what level of mental health you have, you have to have somebody, or you have to look for somebody that you can call and speak to when you do have things going on. Everybody can't talk to everybody. Everybody's not comfortable having a therapist. Everybody, but and it's not always good to talk to your friends, because sometimes your friends are biased. They know you for a certain thing, but you have to have somebody that you can call and that you can talk to that's willing to listen and just hear you out on certain things. So that's what keeps me going, just understanding that on some level I have some type of control about it, and I can change at least my thought process. And like I said, it's harder for some people, but I enjoy that part because I may I may feel like I may need $1 million, and I know that $1 million can't appear in my account right now, but I can change my thought process. I don't have to be sad or miserable that there's not $1 million in there. I can be okay, but it's coming. I got $1 million in my bank account. I'm just waiting on the paperwork, stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that does it for me. And then, like I said, once I began to work on my mental health and, and just practice things that I would be able to pick up from people who I looked up to. And I felt like their mental condition was in a good space, using things that they gave to me. Once certain situations started to come back around, you kind of know like, okay, I've been here before, or I've been triggered by this before. I don't want to do that part again. So you react to it differently, and that's how you stay afloat. There's always going to be a test with no matter what comes along, but there's always a test, and you in life, you take that test until you pass it. It's not like school, you just flunk in, it's like, hey, you're kicked out. No, you'll take that test until you pass it, so it's when those situations arise again, just utilize those tools or those skills that you develop to build a strong mental awareness in those situations. Trust yourself.
Yes. You know what? I just love what you said. For those who are just now tuning in and watching what we got going on right now, just remember we are on our live or our video focusing on Voices of Motivation, Mental Health Awareness Month. And the question again is, what keeps you going, keeps you motivated to not give up on your dreams and maintaining your blessings? Again, this is Amber Hearn, DMFT. I'm so excited because Speaker Phorode has gave us some nuggets to remind ourselves we have some control over what we go through, right? Our experiences in life. And so find out what kind of control you have, right? There's things that you can control and there's things that are out of your control, right? So think about the things that are in your control, right? The way you think. Just like he was saying, you can change your mindset. I think one of the things he said is, he talking about having $1 million in his account. He may not have it now, but he's speaking it, right? I was like, yeah, speak that, speak whatever you desire into existence and it will manifest. And we say that in Jesus' name, right? So now we have Speaker Ernest. And I don't know if you want to go first or if you want me to kind of talk about some things and come back. But
Yes.
Okay. You want to go next?
I can, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Go ahead.
Introduce yourself then so people know who you are.
Well, I'm Speaker, Ernest Griffin, Brother E, Minister E. But for me, speaking on what Phorode was talking about, like you said, it's more for me like mind over matter, having some, kind of discipline and structure of how the way you carry yourself, especially in this one life that we have to live each and every day. What helps and keeps me going and motivates me is that, how can I help change the next person or make that next person, better, in life. And I look at it like this. Okay, my future self, what would I tell my past self, let's say, if I was 18 with this information that I have now, is kind of want to educate those who may not be aware of all the things that may be going on spiritually, financially, mentally, all different areas and aspects of life that we may forget about. And it's just having a balance. And having that balance is kind of making sure you kind of have some kind of discipline and structure. And for myself, how that comes in relate on a daily that keeps me motivated on task is saying, okay, what have I done to impact, my life or someone else's life, and what experience did I get from that, or what did I learn that day? Each day is a new day for us to begin and start. So we have to, like you said, keep that on a positive note. Let's say yesterday we might have had a bad day. Things might have went the way we wanted to go, but we have to always remember and remind ourselves that, okay, it was yesterday. Tomorrow's a new day. We always get a new start in life. So whatever we did yesterday, let's try to correct that issue or problem we may be having, and let's move into the next day. Now, a lot of times when I'm having a bad day, let's say, I'm at work, I might have got an angry customer, or somebody might have cut me off on the freeway, or, let's say I almost got into an accident and just made me up, or my neighbors woke me up arguing, doing something stupid. Okay. But at the end of the day, what I do to overcome a lot of that stuff, for me, what helps, I meditate. I like to meditate. Take 5-10 minutes out the day to meditate. I think that's very important, especially for mental health, because we go through a lot, and meditation does work. For me, I've been meditating almost for a year or two now, and it helps. It's like I started off doing 5 minutes a day, then 10 minutes a day, then 15 minutes a day, to 30 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I did about an hour or 30, 27 minutes, but that was my longest I've done it. But it requires a lot because we go through so much in life, different things that we have to deal with. But just letting you know, we don't have to do it by ourselves. That's why we have people like Dr. Hearns or Brother Phorode out here. We want to help people grow and let them know mentally it's okay. We're human. We're going to go through these trials and errors. And just like Brother Phorode said, we have different levels that we always, face in our life, and challenges we face to help us overcome. So that's how we're able to grow and become a better selves. Because, I realized from looking at another YouTube, the guy said, what's the meaning of living life if you have no challenges? Because without challenges, we won't grow.
Mm-hmm.
We won't, be able to come into our full selves, that our higher selves, that they would say, mentally, on a spiritual level as well, of having a godly like conscious, as they say, some on another dimension or another level, which God-like conscious is for us to be aware of the things that we do on a daily basis. And for me, it's all about positive love and, try to get rid of negativity, because negativity, it hurts us. And it just scientifically, they would say, and study shows that if you speak negative to your plant,
you
have another plant, you speak positive, yeah,
you
see that plant die because you speak negative. And it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's the negative energy and the negative outbursts you put, that plant's going to die. But when you speak in positive, it's the same thing with you, like yourself. You speak positive,
Mm-hmm.
highly of yourself. I love myself. You're beautiful. I'm wealthy. I'm smart. You got to tell yourself that. It's all psychologically. But once you tell yourself that, and you continue to tell yourself that, you'll start feeling a certain type of way about yourself. You'll overcome a lot of those negative views or opinions you may have about yourself. And once you be able to do that, then you'll be able to move on and grow. And that's how you're able to help someone else. And that's how you know you made it to that next level, because we all have different levels in life that we have to unlock in order to, get there. But it's first, what do we learn on this level, and what do we learn at this time and point in life? And that's why we have to, for mental awareness, is being aware of, how you talk to yourself and what you do. And, the things you listen to. It could be the music, it could be the TV, it could be the people you're around, just like Phorode said. And you want to have a good, strong, positive group around you. not everybody is made, everybody, all your friends, like you said, we all have our own set group of friends that know us all differently and they look at us in different ways. So you have a certain set of friends, you might talk about sports, other friends, spiritually, other people, politics, but you do have those one main hardcore friends that you can go to and really get serious and talk about life and things you're going through. So I think that's important too, as Brother Phorode was speaking. But my main thing is mental awareness and knowing that, you know, you're here for a reason, and we all go through we all go through the same thing in life, but we just different stages, you know, different paths. But eventually we all can help one another because some of us might be on another higher level than the next person, or we might be further than the next person. And I look at it like age doesn't really make a difference because we all might have been through something that, you know, might have happened to me when I was younger. You might have been older. Yeah. So you never know. You just got to be open-minded and not let a lot of those other things interfere from you learning to make it to that next level. So just be, like you said, aware and be positive and alert of how the way you carry yourself each day, how the way you look at life. Because, you know, like you said, we get a new day each day to start over and to, you know, better ourselves. So yeah, that's what I have to say about, you know, positive, spread, you know, mental awareness.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So we had Speaker Ernest Griffin, Minister E, speak, and he focused on meditation and what we say to ourselves. I think that is so important. Meditation is really, really important because we were able to center ourselves. We're able to block out everything that is around us. A lot of like the demands of life, the demands of bills, the demands of just everything that's on our plate, right? When we're meditating, we're able to just separate ourselves from the world and just be in one space. And so I think that's really some really good feedback. And also saying positive things to yourself, positive statements to yourself. This is really important, especially when we have negative people that we may meet or we're around. You want to make sure that you're saying positive stuff. If they say something negative, you say something positive, right? So you want to make sure that you're encouraging yourself.
And it's not easy.
Awesome. It's not easy.
You know,
it's
you
really
don't want to make it
not.
seem like it's easy, you know, like
it's not though.
You won't always take the high road. You know, everybody has a button, you know, everybody has a limit, you know. We all have a boundary that just can't be crossed. You know, but it's about making more of those decisions. You know, making more of the making more of an effort, right? Making more of an effort to say, you know what, I'm gonna take the high road this time, you know, or I'm gonna talk to myself differently this time, or I'm gonna not make the decision that I usually would. That's gonna put me in the same situation, you know.
And I was gonna say, I was gonna also say, hold yourself accountable, you know, to those choices and consequences that you may face, you know, through the choices. A lot of times we just don't hold ourselves accountable to a lot of certain things, and that's one thing we have to start doing. Is, you know, because like you said, we're in control of our own happiness. You know, even through the ups and downs. You know, we have to pick and choose our battles and how the way we deal with things. Yeah.
Yes. And I was saying also being consistent, but also being patient with yourselves. Sometimes we can be impatient with ourselves. Like, I should have known this. I'm this age. I'm this place in my life. No, you be patient with yourself. You be patient with yourself. Everybody has their own journey, and we're on a specific journey. And when we get to wherever we're going, wherever God wants us to go, we'll get there, and we'll get there in his timing. But enjoy the journey. I think somebody said that before. Enjoy the journey and make sure that you practice self-care. Self-care is focusing on positive self-talk, as Minister Ernest was saying, and Speaker Phorode, you know, just making sure you connect with positive friends, people that are stronger, are strong like you know, and even stronger, you know. You want to be around people that that can support you, but also you want to make sure that for those who believe in God, believe in Jesus Christ, for those who have a higher power, You want to make sure that you stay in tune. So you want to pray. I know prayer works, you know, prayer, you want to be consistent in prayer. If you pray by yourself, okay, pray with a group. If you can't pray, have a prayer partner, okay. So that's something that's really, really, really important. Another thing that is important too is write stuff down. Some people say I could keep it in my head, but when you write it down, it's something different when you have it written down and when you read it and when you see it every day. You know, it becomes a reality for you, you know. So write those things down, write your affirmations down, you know, your scriptures, you know, if it's a specific scripture, I could do all things through Christ that strengthens me, or it's just a motivational statement, you know, I may be down now, but I'm gonna be up later or whatever. However, whatever statement that encourages you, say it, you know, no matter what goes on in life, but because we all go through something. So you are not alone. If you're going through something today, just know that you're not the only one going through it. There's other people that's going through something similar or the same thing. And so just know that don't give up. Don't give up. You are loved. I know we may not know you, but we love you because you guys are our brothers and our sisters, okay? And that we want to see, we want to hear from you. We want to know what you're struggling with or something that you overcame, you know, and motivate others. And you could post it on our comment section here, or you could let somebody know. Just always encourage somebody. And when you encourage somebody else, guess what? You be encouraged too. I remember one time I was walking, I was at a going to an appointment, and I saw a lady, and you know, we got our mask on and stuff, you know, so we had to have our mask on over there. And she I just said, "Oh, I love your hair." I didn't know that was gonna make her day. She said, "Thank you so much, that made my day." I said, "Oh." You know, so you never know, like you just want to encourage somebody even when you don't feel like it.
Because it'll make you feel better.
Yes.
It makes you
feel
better.
Yes.
Anytime you do good deeds of, you know, gratitude or anything positive, it does make you feel better. Like even when you go to help a friend, like, you know, with moving, or you helping someone lift something in the car, or even when you helping an old lady cross the street, or you give someone, you know, on the streets, you know, some money or buying them some food, that stuff, when I do that, that does make me feel good later, because it feel like I've done my good deeds and I was able to help someone that was, you know, maybe unfortunate. So I do believe in that. Like when you do stuff like that, it does help bring your mood up, and, you know, helps you be, you know, positive, you know. That's what they said. If you always if you feeling negative or feeling depressed, they said do something of active service, something which is not about just you.
About you,
you know, it's not about you, because that's how that's you know, you said with God, Jesus, like it wasn't about him. It was about him, of the wisdom and the love, and him showing that to others, how, you know, his love, positivity, you know, the peace, you know, that God-like conscience, and that kind of love he was spreading to everybody. You know, that's how we should be here on earth, you know. Even through our differences, ups and downs. But yeah, to me, I think that's what really helps change the mood. Yeah, definitely does.
It's going out, but that's okay. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring Speaker Ernest back. Don't trip,
Was there
y'all.
anything else you wanted to say, Dr. Hearns?
Yeah, okay. I think you had like got out just a little bit. So we want to make sure that whatever you said at the end, that we caught it. Can you say that end part one more time? Or you got it? You good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So somehow I just wanted to add, you know, is a couple of things. Working out, right? You know, working out, you know, we got that, you know, Rob, Speaker Phorode and Speaker Ernest, they know about working out. Working out is very important to mental health too. Like when you're down, you go to the gym. And then when you see changes, like you say, man, I want this change. I want more muscle, whatever it is, and then you start seeing that, that's motivation too. That's, you know, helping you, like, you know what, let me keep my mental health right, my physical health, all of that comes together, you know what I'm saying? And so I know that we have connections, right? We have friends, we have people that we can connect with, we have other ministers, people that we could talk to, but we also have professionals, right? For those who want to speak to a therapist, search online. You can always call 211, no matter what area you guys are at, 211. You can also look online for Psychology Today. There's so many different resources on there in your area. So Psychology Today, you want to look and remember, we're not connected to these agencies. We're just promoting them, encouraging you guys to reach out to resources that you want to or you need to. And mental health is really real, y'all. And so we want to make sure y'all feel uplifted, y'all have resources. And if anybody needs help with searching resources, just let me know, let Speaker Phorode know, Speaker Ernest, and just let us know in the comment section. Or if you want to be more personable, because this is a very tough topic, and if you don't feel comfortable putting it on the comment section, you can reach out to our business number, which is 323-739-2180, 323-739-2180. And we're just so excited, and we hope that what we said have encouraged you. Remember, I'll try to sum it up, and if I forget something, y'all jump in, okay? We had Speaker Phorode come in, and he just wanted us to continue to focus on connecting with friends when we have challenges. You know, go to someone that is strong. You know, you want to make.
You can change it yourself, or at least your mental, at least your thought process about it.
Yes, and change your thought process. And if you can't, if you having to show, you like, man, I don't know, I need to change this, because I'm thinking, go to that friend, go to that family member, whoever you feel comfortable with, you know. And also, it was another topic that you said that was very important. I want to make sure that you mention it. It was the first one right before you talked about friends, you know, reaching out to your friends.
What did I say?
He said so much, y'all. Listen, go to the top of the video and listen. We want to make sure that
you can, you know, making those changes yourself. You know, understand that I have some control over it.
That's it. Boom.
Yeah, you have some kind of control over it.
You got control over your mind. Listen, the enemy want to think that you don't have control over your mind, that you're going crazy. You are not going crazy, sir and ma'am. You are not going crazy. You are good. You are good. And this is how you know you're good, because you have said something positive about yourself one time. Remember that positive thing you said. It could have been like, oh, I like my hair, or you know what, I used to go skating, you know, whatever the positive thing is, say it and continue to say it to yourself and believe it. Don't just say it and don't believe it now. Believe it. Believe it, okay? And we had Speaker Ernest, and jump in just like Speaker Phorode did. We just doing a recap, y'all, before we end. Speaker Ernest talked about his, you know, positive self-talk, you know, saying positive things to yourself, you know, meditation. Meditation, you know, make sure that you guys meditate on the word of God or on music, whatever you feel comfortable meditating on, meditate on that, you know. And so we want to make sure.
As long as it's positive.
Yes, as it's come on. Positive. You better preach, you better teach, sir. Yeah, meditate on positive things. Because and how people know. How many people know sometimes when we down, we go listen to some negative, sorry, sad music? No. Listen to some
uplifting. Put right back in that state of mind.
Listen to some positive music, some music that gets you up and going. And so the question too was maintaining your blessing. Be thankful. I don't know if we even talked about that. Being thankful, be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what you're about to get, because what you have right now, that's not the only thing that you're gonna have in your life. You have other goals and dreams and blessings that's coming on the way. So be thankful, thank people, thank God, thank your higher power, thank whoever you're connected with that's blessing you, that has encouraged you, you know. And I talked about that too, because tomorrow's not promised. So we want to thank people today and love people today. Okay. And so that's for me. I just been going in and out recapping. So we hope that again that you are encouraged, and we look forward to seeing you guys next month with another Voices of Motivation group discussion. We say God bless you. And if there's anything, is there anything else any of the speakers want to say before we end today?
We said it all.
Okay, guys. Okay, well, you're listening to Voices of Motivation. We look forward to seeing you guys again next month.